Tonight, from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's Week 1 of the NFL preseason on EA Sports.
Kicker Graham Gano set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway in Foxborough. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Well, we get a first look at this Patriots offense, and, of course, leading them for his second season. Last year's Rookie of the Year runner-up out of Alabama, Mac Jones.
I think we'll all remember 2021 as a banner quarterback draft. And we saw 5 taken in the first round. It was actually the 5th of those 5, Mac Jones, who was the runner-up in the Rookie of the Year voting with the 5th most yards by a rookie in league history. The Patriots, they have to be dancing in the streets with the idea that this guy is going to be their quarterback for about the next 10 years.
Jones wants to throw to start things out here. He'll dump this one off here to White. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. James White's first carry. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run with a 4th-year man. This is Damian Harris. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Now a give, running left is Harris. They nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down. Throwing, Jones. On the left side, a catch by White. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones, and caught by Henry. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Now Jones. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 20-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Now a first down carry for Harris. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Running out of the gun with White. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Jones got his tight end. That's complete. That's Henry. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a first and goal.
Looking to throw. Jones. Parker's got it. Touchdown, New England. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Patriots will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And Devontae Parker able to finish it off with a touchdown reception. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
And the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Up past the 30, second down coming up.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Let's take a glance now at the Giants' picks in the 2022 draft. And, you know, they've been known in the past for drafting linemen early. And this year they kind of took that to an extreme, taking 2 of them inside the top 10 to lead an 11-player class.
And arguably the top 2 players at their positions that they got with those big guys that they selected. How about them taking Kayvon Thibodeau, 5th overall, a terrific pass rusher, and offensive tackle Evan Neal out of Alabama. They got him in the number 7 slot in the first round.
A first throw here for the backup Taylor. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 31-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Taylor. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And Taylor's throw there should have been intercepted, but it's incomplete. On 4th down, on is Graham Gano for the Giants field goal. From the right hash, this from 48. This will be off the right upright, but he banks it in. A high degree of difficulty there, but he gets it to go. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he needed a little assist from his friend the right upright, but 3 points all the same.
Yeah, he's a right-footed kicker. Normally, you don't mess with the right upright as a right-footed kicker, right? You're trying to bring it back right to left. But in this case, he got the assist. Right was right.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. Taken at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Zappi. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. He appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Going for the deep ball. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Matt Breida. 14 yards. And the Giants have taken the lead. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was Matt Breida who had the touchdown run to put an end to it. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Patriots ready to try again on offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Zappi on 3rd down. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. Zappe's throw there complete to Myers. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Zappe now on 1st and 10. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Zappe looking to throw it again. Open man is Myers. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. To throw again on second down. Zappe. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Folks' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. Remember, the preseason has shrunk from 4 games down to 3. So just 2 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started on the first Thursday after Labor Day. In our game, at the very least, you can't say it's not competitive. All tied up at halftime. And for the call of the second half, we get you back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
And this will be a Giants first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Breida, they'll go up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go counter with Breida. And he's going to be met at about the 43. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Taylor to throw. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Fourth down, here's Taylor. And he finds Seals-Jones complete. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Down inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Taylor going to give now to Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Giants have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2.
Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Jihad Ward. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Well, they tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Another try after the first down sack. Zappi, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Gano for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. And now out come the Patriots.
Zappi and the Patriots come up here, 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line.
1st and 10, Zappi. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Zappi from the gun on third down. That'll be caught by the tight end, Keene. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
A run with a second-year man. That's Ramondre Stevenson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Zappi. And that one complete to Keene, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 45-yard line. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Zappi looking to throw it on first down. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Again, it's Zappi. Very quick throw. He's got Myers. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. So they need 2 yards here on third down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive. And Ty Montgomery has it complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. On first down, here's Zappi. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. O'Shane Ximines able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And that is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Fourth down now. Here's Zappi. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on fourth down, and the Giants are going to get the football back. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And now they're in the hurry-up. On third down, a run from Breida. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And quickly they get to the line. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They run again with Breida. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Ricky Seals-Jones, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Giants have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. New England's offense set to go. And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this 4th quarter. Zappi to throw on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. So the call there, roughing the passer.
Well, preseason's time for working out the kinks, but sometimes you've got some defenders who are too eager to impress trying to make this team. And that time we saw one take a shot at the quarterback way too late.
Now Zappi. Got a man. It's Tyquan Thornton. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. Zappi looks to throw it. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Zappi off play action. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Andrew Adams. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. This has just really been a solid second half from them, CD, as they add another touchdown to the lead and they start to pull away in what was once a close ball game.
Yeah, they actually put the Jets on in this one, didn't they? Put a little cherry on top with that touchdown. Now we just got to play out this final minute, and they'll get a chance to celebrate a very hard-earned victory.
Gano the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days. They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Zappi
to the right side, complete to Taylor. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Zappi back to throw. Got his man. It's Thornton.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Zappi. Throwing for Montgomery. He's got him on the out route.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
And Zappi to throw.
And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
They'll throw again with Zappi.
It's caught. Smith. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 32-yard line.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaughan. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Foxborough, good night, everybody.
The players on your team earned XP. Quickly upgrade your team at the end of each game.